Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Top of the time zone. Welcome to the Intervision FM universe. In this podcast, we'll take a closer look at the talented Lady Gaga. We'll explore some of the we'll explore some of the lesser known facts about her life, career, and things that may surprise you. Today's her birthday. There's other topics. Don't forget, intervisionfm.com. Oh, I
Also,
messed up
also,
that.
sorry to cut you. Also, don't forget to check all the events on our assisted website, which is www.innervisionrecords.org. And yeah, that's where you can get them. And for our newsletters, if you want to get any promos or any merch, you can email us at info@innervisionfm.com. That's where you can get them.
Let's jump right in. We're also going to talk a little bit about what's his name? Looks like Ryan Dale Stevenson.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz?
We're going to talk about him too.
All right.
Yeah.
Show on the road, folks. You're not going to want to miss today's podcast.
Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather, Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather, Soul James Brown saying, stay with it and hit it. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Brown himself, the hardest working man in the United States, right?
That's right.
All right. Okay. Let me fade out this music. And that was, of course, Wayne Turner and the bonus track, Little Hater, that was in the movie Even Me. And so, hey, that'll work.
Speaking of Even Me, we're doing $1 million fundraiser for Even Me, folks. And you want to visit intervisionrecords.org. That's www.intervisionrecords.org to stay abreast of the events page.
Yeah.
We also have some concerts coming up. We've got some spring and summer events. Man, you're going to definitely want to stay on our newsletter. And you can sign up for that by visiting info@intervisionfm.com and joining the email list. Let's talk about our sponsors real quick, and then we'll move on to the topics, because today is Lady Gaga's birthday.
Yes.
We're going to mention Christian Brothers Moving Company, based in Englewood, Colorado, also in Phoenix, Arizona, and somewhere in the great state of Texas, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere in the nation, they will help you to get resituated if it just gets too expensive in the part of the United States that you live in. Don't forget, Christian Brothers Moving Company is a family-owned business. We really try to help out the community in that way. In addition to supporting folks like Christian Brothers Moving Company, many grants, Denver Art Relief Fund and Colorado Art Relief Fund and Denver Venues helps us to get our grassroots musicians that we try to promote, those that are physically disabled or financially challenged or both. We try to get those folks connected so that their music can be exposed and recognized. We can also mention a little bit about the school that you've started, Johnny. How does that work?
Well, you go to the website, it tells you like all the modules of the classes and so forth. And then if you have a DVR, and if you have a DVR person, that really helps out a lot. If you're blind or vision impaired or a veteran. And then we just start like step by step, getting it to a level where you can be successful in podcasting, earn a living, find out different parts of earning levels and so forth. and we have a good time and try to make it fun and entertaining and try to shape it as much to the individual as possible, because not every podcaster is the same. And in order to make it, you got to be a little bit like unique in your approach. So and like I said, some of the artists that were on the iHeart Music Awards last night, they were definitely some interesting and unusual people.
I checked that. Was the
I saw that email though. I saw that email because when I read that email, because like I saw it like this morning around 9 a.m. Because I remember, I think you sent the email around, I think it was 5 o'clock in the morning, because I didn't see that.
Yeah.
We had a podcast. So I thought that, no, I'll check it out later. And then that's when I came across that email. I was like, wow, I heard music awards. It's something that I've never came across before. It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, they're the big boys here in America. They were another name, and then they changed over this name. They changed their branding because their other name was sort of getting a bad rap because, just crazy things was going on. So then they got new management, and they said, well, with new management, we need a new name. And so like that other name would slowly fade out, just like with Facebook. Now Facebook is metadata, right? Yeah. So it's like, just a new way of fading out the old and bringing in the new. But even though with Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is still ahead of it, so I don't know how much the old is going to fade out with him. But with iHeart, they had a real overhaul in who was running it before, because certain people weren't getting paid, and just a lot of like underhanded things, and they're just getting a bad name. And so every time you heard the name, their other name, which I forgot what the other name was, it's been so long, and so it was effective. So, but last night I was watching it, and this lady named Doja Cat, she won. Well, she won the best. She won the most played artist of 2022, and my granddaughter, who's about I think she's 14. She said that she liked this girl. So I said, let me listen to this Doja Cat. And
to like, okay, like, did you guys realize that Doja Cat, her father, he's South African though?
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Seriously, guys, like I've been reading about it since I got to listen to Doja Cat's album, which is, I think, Sweet Pink, I think. Yeah, that was the first time I heard about the origin of Doja Cat, because I didn't even know that she was from South Africa. Actually, she has ancestors from South Africa, but she's American.
Wow.
Man, this is something else. And also, if I remember correctly, there was this other picture on Facebook, if I remember. She was like, I think she was dressed from head to toe in some kind of pinkish or reddish suit. And then all of a sudden, then her father was like, he didn't even he didn't even like the thing that she was wearing. I was like, yo, like he didn't even understand. He didn't even understand what's going on, because like, yo, even when you have South African parents, you don't even understand what's going on, because like, they're overprotected.
Because I'm listening to her music and I'm saying, like, what is my 14-year-old daughter or granddaughter doing listening to this is like adult music. Wow. And like I'm saying, like, for adults, I mean, her music is fantastic for adults, but I'm thinking like, wow, these teenage girls and maybe some boys too, I mean, they look up to these people. And I said, wow, it's like you girls are growing up too fast.
Very valid point.
That's a valid point though. But for me though, I can say that I don't look up to anyone actually when it comes to the industry, because I would say that I don't believe that when you look up to someone, obviously could be your idol, but what you can look at is the craft. That's the only thing. But personality or the persona itself, then you would think that no, this person maybe has another personality, that he has or he or she has, because that from my side of my point of view, I can say that no, like let's look at Lady Gaga. When you look at her style, obviously you would see that no, like her personality is more into other stuff. And then when you look at other artists, they have like different personalities. But when you listen to their music, then it's a different story, So it's something else, So that's one thing I can say on that.
When I think of Lady Gaga, I think of something called a meat suit. She actually had a suit made.
Man.
Oh yeah,
all kinds of different meat.
I read about that.
Man, I hadn't remembered that. Okay, I now remember that.
That's the only thing I know about Lady Gaga. I got to say that these 11 things that we've got on this list here, I didn't know about any of these 11 things.
I didn't either.
So I don't know. Can I just want to ask, can I share the screen so that I can share the email?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me. Oh shoot. Let me. Hold on for a second. Let me get over there. Let's see. What?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. So I go back into to share.
Yeah.
What? No. Wait a minute. No, not that one. Let's see.
You go into meetings.
No. Yeah. I want to. Yeah. I want to give you permission to share your screen.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Yep, that's exactly right. While you're doing that, Johnny, Ryan Dale Stevenson is also featured on today's podcast. He is he's actually somebody that Lady Gaga, I guess, apparently tried to model her style a little bit after, her music style anyway. But Ryan Dale Stevenson is in collaboration with another Christian recording artist. These two folks are well known. One has a very unique guitar style, a very unique music style, and he's teamed up with a well-known artist as well called Toby Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these folks they're phenomenal Christian artists. They have a good message. And, something that you mentioned, John, Latabo, was the idea that their personalities may not be the same as what their craft allows for them to portray. But, with Christian recording artists, we're kind of held to a higher standing. Because not only are we accountable here, but we're accountable also in the hereafter. We actually recognize and understand that. Go ahead and share your screen, Latavo, and we'll go through the 11 items for Lady Gaga.
Okay. Okay. Let me just minimize it now. Okay. Just do this. Share. Okay.
Oh, that's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
Yeah, I just want to find the email and then
okay.
I'll just do it now. Yeah. Go here.
Hey, did you folks know that Lady Gaga's favorite cartoon character is Bugs Bunny?
Yes.
Well, I knew that. For me, I knew that because it was something that it was
Wait, wait a minute. How did you guys know? I mean, how did you know that? I mean, I would have never guessed. I mean, that's something like really specific about.
Well, I can say that what you call like Bugs Bunny, obviously it's loved by everyone, obviously. That's one thing
Oh,
for sure.
oh yeah, yeah.
But he's loved by
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, because even me myself, I can say that I do love Bugs Bunny because I used to watch it quite a lot, but I don't watch it anymore because I'm mostly on my PC because I don't even watch Bugs Bunny anymore, like cartoons, like generally.
Now, and then I found out also that at the age of 15, her movie debut was in the movie was The Sopranos.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
Nice.
I had no idea. I had no idea she was even in The Sopranos.
Mm.
That's very interesting. There is another thing that is quite fascinating. I guess she was a stripper for a little while, part of a duo doing some cover songs.
Yeah, and she's a little lady. She's like 5'1".
Yeah, she's
Probably
very
an inch
talented.
taller than Prince.
It's Prince, hey.
It's like, wow. So yeah, whenever you get it ready, love, just let us know that we will.
I'm just looking for this thing to resize because I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, okay, go ahead. And then let's see. Oh, and then like during the show, I guess Pink was the first artist in the iHeart. And really, we're gonna jump back and forth later on,
Okay.
because I found out that there's a way that I can slice up these shows and I can put them out like little segments. Which,
Oh yeah,
yeah. So we're going back to the iHeart Music Awards, and Pat, let's see, Pink was honored that night by Kelly Clarkson, and so they did like some songs. So Pat Benatar came out and did one of Pink's songs, and then Pink and Kelly Clarkson came out and doubled up on the song. So that was, I thought that was cool because I remember I used to play Pink songs when I was a club DJ in 2000, in 2001, and Gonna Get the Party Started was the song.
I used to really like Pink an awful lot until the lead singer for Pink, I can't remember her name, but she kind of turned me off with her stance on some certain things. But, I mean, we're all a rainbow, as we discovered yesterday. But so, I mean, we all bring a unique piece to the tapestry. So, if you like Pink or if you don't like Pink, or if you like Lady Gaga or you don't, that is, the big thing is you can respect somebody's craft without liking the individual.
Their politics or whatever else.
Yeah.
And back in the day, you didn't know that much about the person's politics. They just were mostly, unless they became like YouTube, they were like really activists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was kind of interesting that they would come out with that. And people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up because it helps the algorithms and our show to go further.
Yeah,
so,
true.
The other 11 things that are on that email. Or
let me just go to that email now. See, because I was on this other one of iHeart now.
Yeah.
Let me just move this.
Okay. And one more thing about her while you're sitting there, she was admitted to the NIU, which I'm not even sure whether that's some kind of school.
Oh, here it is.
She quickly dropped out. Okay,
let's see, Lady Gaga. Oh yeah, there it is. Lady Gaga's favorite cartoon character.
yeah, Bugs Bunny. Yes, yeah, and that's the whole list. Well, I gave you guys the whole list, but when I sent it out to Facebook, I didn't want everybody out there to YouTube, Facebook, and all the other platforms. I didn't give them the information, so it'd be fresh and new as they hear it on our show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I figured. I said, why am I going to give them all 11? I'm just going to give them like
Yeah.
a taste of like, I gave them a taste of like 2.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did determine here from your email that it looks like, she does happen to be a pretty progressive individual. She
True.
is not primitive as to who she would like to date. So
Mhm.
that is interesting for folks that go in for that sort of thing, I suppose.
Yeah. So let's see, that was just my daughter, whose birthday was on the 25th of March.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
I
That was
can't,
Saturday?
yeah, her birthday was Saturday. So
Oh.
that's what, and that's why I accidentally found out about Lady Gaga. So I was like, oh, who else birthdays in March? And so because I would have never known.
Oh, wait.
I would have never known. It's like, but I said, oh, since my daughter's birthday, I just do a little search, and that's how. And then I found something for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then so it's really interesting. Like I guess the performance, because Alan, you said like she stripped and she did like cover songs, but it's almost like the girls are they're pushed into doing these weird and strange things just to get in the showbiz. And I guess the more willing you're willing to do things, I guess you get into that world. And believe me, there's a lot of freaks in the music world. And Mike Johnson, he reigned in. He says he really gave some strong words. I don't know if you saw that. If he responded to all, but he was really really down on her because she's so willing to do every and all things. And just like Zizzo, same thing. This big girl coming to a sports event with her big butt hanging out with these thong on, and you think like, this is a public sporting event. Maybe you can put on a little bit more clothes because there are a mixture of children and adults. So dress appropriately.
That's why I like the idea that you put a contrast in there. By contrast, Ryan Dale Stevenson at least is going to form up with some folks and try to put the whole situation back on the rails and say, hey, we used to have a moral structure, not only in the country, but in the world. And, it's only been, say the last 20, 30, 40 years that a big push has been to really destroy that moral structure and take things into a different direction. But there are those that stand for Christian morals, Christian values, and we stand for Christian morals and values here at Intervision FM. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 is the best way to find out about the true message of salvation, quick, easy, free. And, the benefits are eternal. And this is what Ryan, this is what this guy embodies along with some of these other folks.
Yeah, Ryan. I listened to some of his music, and I really like it. It's uplifting and refreshing, and it has a point that telling you something that's going to last you more than just an overnight stand or whatever, that kind of stuff. And he's really into like a lot of family values and stuff like that. And I understand like some of these creative people that they're what are they called, binary. Is that the word where they are flexible? They can go back and forth. And I guess in that business, I guess you gotta show that you can love everybody, but you don't have to be like that, with stuff like that. So it's just Hollywood just and the music business just tends to distort views and a bunch of things. And it's all about making money. They don't care about what destruction that they're doing. It's just about making money. So
looks like Ryan had started a record label called Goatee Records. Is that his record label, or is that one that he joined?
He's co-partners with Toby Mac.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so they're so Toby Mac and him, they say, hey, let's start a record company and let's sign some artists out there. And because, you work on your craft and then you say, well, hey, I can reach out and lift some other ones up as well. And get them into the business of either contemporary Christian or Christian hip hop or whatever, and launch their career. So yeah, so that's what, and I'm gonna go deeper sometimes into Toby Mac and see some of the artists that he's launched out there, because
depending on the way we connect with the Christian community, man, some of these folks like Toby Mac, I'm sure, would love to be on our show. And the best way to do that is to hit us up at info@intervisionfm.com. That's www.info@intervisionfm.com. And if you enjoy the way that we try to format these podcasts, and if you enjoy helping out on a ground floor opportunity where you can program the station, you can help us to promote recording artists and musicians, whether they're physically disabled or financially challenged, hit us up at paypal.me/IntervisionDenver, and we'll see what we can do. We want to be transparent. We definitely want to help out as many people as possible, because this is a rough time for everybody worldwide. And what better way to unite the world?
Sorry about that.
Right.
Okay.
And also, you can get us on our YouTube channel, which is Innovision FM, where you can get live streams on, and you have to please also subscribe, like, share, and also get all the content that we produce every single week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, obviously, God willingly. Also on my show, obviously, which is Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, where you will get all the good music that you love on Innovision FM. So yeah.
All right. Hey, and before we do, me and my wife, we were going to see Lenny Kravitz in another country, but he didn't make it. I don't know if he could get his visa, but when he was on the show on the iHeart Music Award, he did my favorite song, American Woman, and then let's say Fly Away. I Want to Fly Away, and then Are You Going to Go My Way? So
awesome. He is a phenomenal recording artist, and there's a lot of stuff about Lenny Kravitz as well. Someday we'll do a deep dive into what his life is all about as well. He went from well, I wouldn't say nothing to a great success, but he's had some trials and tribulations within his life that we'll talk about on a future podcast.
Yeah, and just to wrap up the iHeart, Taylor Swift won like a Song of the Year. I listened to the album, and it was some politics going on in there, because I don't think that album was even like. But her fans, they like it. So what can I say? They got her to that point of Song of the Year. So I was thinking that would be that the group Weekend, which they had the most streams on Spotify.
Wait,
but
The Weeknd, The Weeknd is not. It's not a group. It's a guy.
Yeah, it's like I'm sorry. It's artists, because I said they're artists. Yeah. So I said that he probably should have won that, because he hit that monumental thing on Spotify. But
and he has more streams. He has more streams when it comes to like being featured or sometimes feature people. I remember he used to he featured the likes of Future on his album Starboy. He also featured the likes of the late Daft Punk. I don't know if you guys still remember that song.
Yeah, Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he featured quite a lot of people on that album. I can't remember the others, but there was a lot of songs that he featured a lot of people.
Okay.
He was featured by Future on this other song called Wonderful, and also he was also featured by Travis Scott on this other. No. Actually, it's from Travis Scott. Actually, the song Wonderful, but Low Life, it's from Future. So he was featured on both songs by two
Wow.
artists.
Well,
Yeah.
you got a lot of knowledge there, man. I mean, yeah, I can go back in the day, but you can come. You're right here in today.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
that's really cool. Hey, tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit about TikTok and
Okay.
why is the American government so interested in getting rid of TikTok? Could there be another reason? Because they have about 55 million subscribers to that. Could there be another reason that the
Imagine.
U.S. government wants to get rid of it? Maybe they're not in on the money stream, so they say, if you won't let us in on the money stream, we'll put up some propaganda. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow, as well as some other topics as well on Innovation FM. So, hey, you guys have a fantastic day, and I'm going to go over to the Capitol for a meeting, and we'll see what comes out of that. And,
I got to do emails and some paperwork, and then I got to leave out to South Dakota to go see my ailing father. So keep my ailing father up in your prayers.
We'll do, Ellen. We'll do.
Things are going, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Well, before I split, I'll be on the show tomorrow if I can.
all right.
Okay.
All right, man.